Right. First of all, Mr. Gupta, very congratulations from Team Business World on winning this award. Tell us about what your thoughts are on winning this award and what this award means to you.
No, thank you, Arjun, so much, and thank you, Business World and the jury, for thinking of us as good enough for this award. This is a good testament and testimony to the vision and leadership of our founder, Ritesh Agarwal, and the hard work of my entire team. So I accept this award on behalf of my entire team and my teachers and mentors and my family who have supported us and given their unflinching support through thick and thin to get us to this point. So thank you.
Mr. Gupta, we're talking about finance leadership at this summit. One of the interesting conversations that happened this morning was the growing synergies that we're seeing between the role of CFO and CEO. What, in your opinion, are some overlapping between these two positions, given how the dynamics have changed in the last 3 years?
Yeah, I think not just last 3 years, it has been an evolving journey. And I would say that all successful CFOs are first and foremost business partners. You could actually replace your COO and designate them as, the CFO can be the CEO designate. So they understand the strategy, they understand the execution, and a CEO has much more external responsibilities, and the CFO is sort of the partner with the CEO in making sure the organization have enough resources to execute on the strategy that the CEO has committed to the external world and to all its stakeholders. So this partnership is the essence of the relationship, and it can only go stronger from there.
Mr. Gupta, if we talk about the budget this year, the government has made massive allocation for the CAPEX at 10 lakh crore. What are the medium-term growth prospects? How do you see this kicking in the private CAPEX cycle?
Yeah, look, I think we are at the brink of, I would say, a second or third inflection point for India. When first from being an exporter of services to becoming a back office for the world. And now India is going to become the manufacturing destination for the world. If you see the discussion around iPhone manufacturing or semiconductor manufacturing, plus the intent of the government towards Make in India and ease of doing business, the say-do ratio is very high. So we should expect a lot more private investments in the manufacturing sector to come up. This investment, the budgetary allocation in the capital expenditure helps in building the infra. If you see the road networks that are being built, if you see the air network that has been built, the ports, waterways, all of that really helps in stimulating private investment. So it's very, very welcome.
And in terms of how 2023 has begun, carrying forward some of the legacy of 2022 in terms of high inflation, the subsequent monetary tightening, growth are moderating a bit. How do you see 2023 panning out, and what should be the strategy of finance leaders like you navigating in such a tough macroeconomic environment?
Yeah, I think the macroeconomic is a little bit of a tale of two cities, right? There's a global macro which is largely focused on Europe and also on US, and then there is India. You talk to anybody across the world, and India is a bright spot because the growth rates are good. The inflation is not through the charts. India is used to inflation numbers of this. Yes, there is some short-term corrections needed, but in general, the real growth is still there. So India is a bright spot. I see that globally also, the inflation environment should, in my view, and I'm not an economist, but what we hear from the colleagues, it should peak out by the middle of the year, and some monetary easing should happen towards the second half of the year. So we should see some more traction on the monetary flows as well. So I think the CFOs should be aware that we are at the edge of the tightening cycle, maybe 2-3 more quarters, and then they should be ready for the opening up and the opening of the capital markets per se. We are at OYO are keeping a close watch on the capital markets, and we'll be ready to go public as soon as the markets are more conducive.
Right. So my last question to you, given how things have panned out in the last 3 years, what would be some of those key suggestions, advice for the future finance leaders, to be prepared for such unforeseen challenges and, so that they can navigate in such an environment?
Yeah. Look, no, Arjun, you're right. I think the last a couple of years have been extremely challenging for us. Being in hospitality sector, we lost more than 80% of our revenues overnight. from that point to now, where the demand is coming back like anything. And we just declared our EBITDA, first EBITDA positive quarter in June, and we've been building on that. And now as we close the financial year, we'll have a significant positive EBITDA and looking to almost a multifold increase in the next financial year planning cycle. So I think the finance teams need to understand what is needed. 2 years back, the market needed to control cash and control cost, and people were going through that journey. We did a lot of that exercise, and at least for our sector, now we are buckling up for growth. So the finance teams also need to be careful of when to cut cost and when to invest behind growth. Right now, we are almost, at least in our industry, at a point where we're already investing behind growth again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Abhishek, for your time, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.